Good morning and hello. I wanted to make a quick follow-up to the video that I released, what was it, yesterday? The response to the outrage at the change to medic tethering, revived tethering. They're still going. They're still screeching and hooting and hollering, and for the most part, I didn't have that much crying. I didn't have nearly as much crying as I expected in the comments of that video. There were some dumb fucks who got absolutely ass raped by the mere notion of the 2KD stat. Beyond that, for the most part, I did lose 4 subscribers. Unfortunately, 4 2KD players who were not very good at the game unsubscribed from the channel. So really, I don't know how I'm going to make it. Things are looking bleak. I'm not really sure how much longer I can go on if 4 2KD players unsubscribed from the channel. It's pretty much ruined. But beyond that, anyway, there's a couple things that I keep seeing brought up that I don't remember if I really got into it that much, but there's a couple things that keep getting brought up. And the first thing I'm going to hit on is, so basically, I always say that PlanetSide 2 players don't play any other FPS games. Now, I say that for a specific reason, because you see things like that. You get into it when you actually get down and discuss nuts and bolts in terms of mechanics with other games. Like, people on the Reddit like to always, if you go into any new player thread and there's a discussion on gunplay, CS always gets brought up, and there's people in there, there's people that have either never played CS or don't understand anything like technical about CS or any other game, that try to tell these new players or try to tell all these other people how things are, and they're always completely fucking wrong. So you have people that go in and say, oh, well, CS and CSGO and CS2, those games don't have spread and all this shit. And then it's like, well, if you actually knew what you were talking about, you would know that Counter-Strike has a lot of fucking spread, in addition to the recoil patterns and everything. Not even close. And then you have to explain to them how casual the gunplay actually is in this game. It's like, and they do it for the Battlefield games too, and that's what I want to hit on for this first point. People keep bringing up Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 when it comes to, you could charge your defibrillator and kind of look vaguely in the general direction of somebody, and kind of, you don't even have to really look down at someone to revive them. Yeah, that's how it was for the most part. And you could charge up your revive and stuff. So in terms of reviving, Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 there wasn't really a whole lot of risk involved, but I would say there was definitely more risk involved because of the range wasn't that far. It wasn't extremely close, but it wasn't super far. It wasn't anywhere near the range that you can fucking tether revive someone around geometry. They're not even remotely comparable. And beyond that fact, Battlefield 3 came out in 2011, right? A full calendar year before PlanetSide 2 even launched, which most of the people that I end up arguing with now are people that are either escalation babies or people that maybe have 5 years in the game. Most of the people that came into the game around my time and back when the game launched, and have been here 10 years, most of those people are fucking gone. And especially all these retarded 2KD shitters, most of these people have played the game for maybe 5 years. There's a lot of people that are escalation babies. I'd say that's a huge majority of people that you're getting in these discussions with now. So anyway, Battlefield 3 came out in 2011. Battlefield Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3 are two of the main reasons that PlanetSide 2 got made, and it got made into the game that it became when it finally launched. PlanetSide 2 is literally Smedley likes Battlefield. Battlefield 3 was one of the first majorly commercially successful Battlefield games. People think of Battlefield games as being successful all the time. Well, they had a pretty niche player base since about, 2000, 2001 when the first game came out. the player base, it didn't really take off until Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 was like the first real huge big commercial success for the franchise. And naturally Smedley is a fucking, rich billionaire con man asshole, so he wants to fucking capitalize off that. So what did they do? They stole Battlefield Bad Company 2 gunplay, they moved the decimal over, and they're like, okay, let's have a giant Battlefield game, but let's use our engine, the Forge Light engine, which piece of shit. And yeah, I could make a whole video on the games that are supposed to have come out on Forge Light but didn't, because there's a lot of canceled dog shit with that. But anyway, yeah, Battlefield's success between 2009, 10, 11, it was literally the stimulus for why we have the PlanetSide 2 we have today, which the PlanetSide 2 we have today is a bigger Battlefield game. I know you dumb shitters that don't know anything about the history of the game or the development of the game because you've played the game for 5 seconds. I know you guys don't know that, but that's why we have the game we have today. It's Smedley. PlanetSide 2 is Smedley likes Battlefield, and he wants his piece of the Battlefield pie. Well, anyway, okay, Battlefield 3 launched in 2011, a year before PlanetSide 2. Battlefield 4 launched in 2013, a year after PlanetSide 2 launched. And both of those have similar revive mechanics. The revive mechanics in Battlefield have mostly been, for the most part, pretty similar, especially back then. But what we have to get to now is those two games keep getting brought up. And the problem with that is those games were launched 10 years ago and 12 years ago. Okay? That's a decade plus ago. You can't go back to games that are 10 plus fucking years old and say, well, it was like that in those games. So, yeah, but what about the other, I don't know, the game that launched in 2015 in Hardline? How about the game that launched in 2016, Battlefield 1? How about the game that launched in 2018, Battlefield 5? How about the game that launched in 2021, Battlefield 2042? You guys are missing about 10 fucking years of games since then. And not only in the Battlefield series, but in all these other fucking FPS games that come out that have revive mechanics, a lot of them are switching to this more tactical realism bullshit. We know, if you follow me, you know tactical, when a developer says tactical, what he means is there's a fucking shitty animation, all right? So revives over the years have gotten more tactical, aka you got to sit there and look at the guy and fucking suck him off and jerk him off while you're reviving him. That's all over the place now. So shit like looking at nothing and swinging your defibs and fucking reviving a guy, that shit's 10 plus years old. Nobody's doing that anymore. That's not how revives are being done in games anymore. Yeah, so stop, get with the times, guys. And this is another reason that I know that you guys don't play. Since PlanetSide 2 came out, I know you guys don't play any other games other than PlanetSide 2 because you say stupid shit like your information is a decade plus out of date. So yeah, you don't play any other games because you have no fucking transferable skills. And we'll get to that in a little bit here. The second point that people keep bringing up is this revive. Oh my God, revive nades. But what about revive nades? What about revive nades? You're going to do this, but you're not going to change revive nades? What about 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 revive nades? And the thing that you guys don't get, and the thing that you hate about revive nades, is that they're brainless, effortless. I mean, we all know what they are. They're fucking cancer. Revive nades should have been taken. If I was put in charge of the game, on day one, I am gutting the fuck out of the medic. And if you guys think the changes they did with tethering were bad, holy fuck. You retarded 2KD point hold shitters in your med balls, you will definitely quit the game if I got the changes that I wanted. Yeah, revive grenade. It's so bad. Well, what about the revive grenade? You're going to take this away? The skill expression of rezzing somebody through a fucking wall from geometry that I really shouldn't be able to do anyway? Yeah. Newsflash, guys. They're both fucking retarded mechanics. Yes, the revive grenade is fucking stupid cancer. It's the worst, one of the dumbest fucking ideas. If you ever talk to anybody that plays other FPS games and you describe to them, which I have done, to the leader of fucking Omni on a podcast once, me and Leroy described the revive grenade to the guy, and he's like, that's fucking retarded. Obviously, revive grenades are retarded. Why are they retarded? Because they don't really take any real effort. There's no skill involved in it whatsoever. And it's pretty fucking carefree, you know? There's no risk involved. And revives in an FPS game should have associated risk. And since you guys hate revive grenades so much, one would think that you would automatically understand why reviving someone around a wall or through geometry, you know, with your tether outside the fucking shit because your teammate, the guy in your squad, is a fucking retarded 2KD shitter and doesn't know how to position or know where to stand, even though he has 2,000 hours in the game. He's never played outside of his blob or his squad, and he never actually learned how to play an FPS game. I don't know. You have this guy in the comments, it's my first FPS game, and yeah, but you've played it for fucking 4,000 hours, and you're still dog shit. I'm sorry your retarded friend died in a horrible position, and thank God you got this mechanic to save and revive this stupid-ass motherfucker who died. Thank God I can perennially keep shitty players alive over and over again, over and over and over and over again. You guys know what I'm talking about. You've seen it. You've watched the events. We're going to watch this Outfit Wars 2, which, by the way, I got a lot of shit to say about that, too. We're going to watch that shit again, and you're going to see the same fucking retarded shit that has made mass-scale planetside infantry battles the most absolutely fucking stupid event you could ever watch for a decade. And it's the fucking stupid-ass medic class. And the revive mechanics in this game are so fucking retarded. They make a mockery. They are so stupid. You just pack a bunch of shitty-ass players, and you see them, dude. You see them. You've seen the gifs of the fucking revive nades going off and all this garbage trash. Sorry, but revive tethering is just another part of that. It's brain dead. It's riskless. And man, you guys made a big fucking deal about revive grenades, but at the same time, you're too fucking stupid to see, oh shit, the thing that I'm doing is brainless too, except you say that it requires skill, even though you can train any chimp to do it. Not really an expression of skill, guys, sorry. So anyway, those are the two main points I wanted to bring up, but one final thing, I want to present a challenge to you guys, all right? Here's the challenge. If that fucking medic revive tethering bullshit is so bad and it takes away your ability to express your extensive elite fucking legendary skill status in this dead 2,000 player game, if it really does that, quit. Quit the game. Uninstall the game today and shut the fuck up and leave. But we both know you won't do it because you can't go anywhere else. You can't go anywhere else and play anything else because you have no transferable skills. Because things like revive tethering, it turns out, if you knew anything about any other games in the last decade or so, which apparently you haven't played any game in a decade, that's not a transferable skill, bro. And you don't have any transferable skills. That's why you guys are stuck. You can whine and cry and fucking post. You guys are still making posts about this shit. As I said in the original video, should they be changing mechanics like this at this point? Probably not. And I agree with you in that sense. But what I don't agree with is the way that you guys, all these shitty retards are framing it. Both can be true. The developers are retarded and you guys are retarded too. So stop bringing up Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. Those games are over and gone. They're 10 and 12 years old, respectively. Yeah. And recognize the cognitive dissonance you have of talking about revive grenades. And in fact, the whole state of the fucking absolutely retarded revive mechanics and all this shit. You know, if I were in charge of the game day one, you know what's happening? If you get fucking revived and die within 5 to 8 seconds or so, guess what? You can't get revived again. Damn shit. That's crazy, dude. You can't keep reviving the same stupid-ass motherfucker that died over and over again? Man, it almost makes you fucking play more carefully. It almost makes you play smarter so you don't fucking die. And if you do, Man, you better be smart. You better be smart about taking that revive. Now, we can't have that though. We can't have that though. We need this mindless, shitty medic. The state of medic is just an embarrassment for the fucking game. And all you fucking losers that sit around and log in every single night primetime crutch on this dumbass shit, that's why you can't go anywhere else. Because no other game is that fucking stupid. Everybody, have a great day.